This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. And the Gamecocks will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Florida Gators offense will have the football first. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Ball. One of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They found something along that right sideline. Good job to get the foot down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to.
Here's a little room there. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer.
Caught, and he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one. A 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Punt is on its way.
Personal foul. Looking to kick.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The run inside. It's ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game.
Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Took care of it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to pass. With the catch, it's Mays. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeps it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly complete.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Pryor. Got a little press. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Gator! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's a gift of ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Complete out left to Wilson. There he goes. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with ball. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Jacksonville State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The sure hands. It's Johnson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Jacksonville State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilbert. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Moving out of the pocket. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence, you got to build the cage, keep him in the pocket, and that time he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Under fire. And they got it.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return. return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Caught by Williams on the left. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville State! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He'll set up to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So 1st down will open up the final period. Handoff for Ball. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Go! Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll give it to Ball.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Gators answer right back.
And this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
And how about this defense continuing to compete, continuing to fight? It looks like the game's about to be tied. They make a huge play on the extra point. Not only do they block it and stop them from tying it, they take it all the way back, and now they've got a 3-point lead in this football game.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. There's some room. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. From the red zone, it's Savage. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Running inside, it's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jaden one more time. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Right on the money. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. He's got it! They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. There's a